Let's get crafting, guys. Today I'm going to do a free pattern from Caron. I bought this chunky cupcakes. Bought it from Michael's. And I'm going to do the hat that is on this pattern. Now, I did a hat that was made from this pattern ahead of time already, just to see how the pattern goes. And this was the hat that I made. And I put my own pom-pom on the top. It made a nice hat. I'm probably going to do the pattern a little different, but we'll see as we go. And this was Hobby Lobby yarn, and it was in a chunky. I love this yarn chunky. And then okay, it was Soft and Sleek chunky for the brim in the color Spice. And then I love this chunky in the color Cinnamon Cedar for the rest. I thought this one would have a lot of different color changes and be able to do the stitching in here. This is the, I believe it's the moss stitch, if I remember right. And the color changes, and I didn't want to make color changes, so I just did it all with this one yarn. Okay, so the pattern is supposed to be on the label. I'll take that off. I've never opened one of these before. I'm guessing this holds the pom-pom on, but I'm not sure. I guess that's what it does. Oh wow, I had no idea this was going to be this hard. Let's pull it off. Okay, got that tape off there. See if the pom-pom comes out now. Oh, the yarn comes with it. This is crazy. I don't understand how that's supposed to happen. Okay. Well, oh my goodness. I don't know what happened in here. I see the string in there. There's one. Well, that's both of them. They got separated somehow. Maybe. Oh, there's another one. It's not pulling. it went through this yarn skein, it looks like. Oh. See where it goes before that. Ah, it's all tight in here. I would have to get the ball that did this. Yes. Sorry guys, I could do this off camera. Let's see, it looks like it's in a knot. This little thing's in a knot. I doubt if it's supposed to be that way. I'd say that's how you attach this pom-pom to your hat. Well, right now I would say I think they should have put a regular pom-pom on there, that you could use the regular attachment with, and you know, the little button and elastic. That would have been so much easier. Probably cost more. I don't know if I can get this off without cutting this thread. Oh my goodness. See what I can do here with a pin. Stick myself. This is definitely in a knot. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not pulling the right one yet. That yarn got stuck in it. Well, I won't bore you with this. I will try to get that undone and I'll be back. All right. I could not get it untangled, so therefore I had to cut it. So I'll deal with that later. The instructions are included on the back of the label. And this color was Peppermint Patty. I'm not sure if you can get any of these colors now or not, but that's that. Now, see this little tiny writing? That's too little for me to read. So I just got a pattern off, a free pattern off of Yarnspirations. And this is it. And I did, like I said, I did one and I started another one. And I did make some changes. So I'm going to use this pattern and it says to use an H and an I. Well, that's too little for me for chunky yarn. So I used an I for the small hook and a J for the large hook. Now, the yarn label says that you should use a K. However, if you did use a K, this hat would probably not have enough yarn with it. I'm just guessing. Unless you did the band separate, which I am going to do the band separate because I don't like a color change on my band. Alright, so I found this yarn at Hobby Lobby, soft and sleek, chunky, in the color teal, and I thought that would go well with this for the band. So that's what I'm going to use, and let's see what this one says. You should use a K as well. So I don't know if I will. I used the smaller hook, the I and the J, because I went up one from what the pattern said to do. And this was still rather tight in here, but for a hat, that's good. So, because you don't want, you know, if you want this for warmth, you don't want that, you don't want a lot of holes in it. So I'm going to stay with the I and the J. Okay, now let's find the end of this one. There's one. Of course, that's the wrong one. That's the outside one. I haven't had much luck lately finding the center without a lot of junk coming out, see? I don't feel it on this end either. So I am just going to pop that and pull from the outside. Alright, so this is the band where you use the smaller hook. I'm using the I. You can use whatever hook you want. And the pattern calls for, or the pattern size is one size to fit adult. And it has a gauge if you want to do the gauge. So the instructions say with smaller hook, chain 8. But I want to do more because I like my band longer. That's 8. That's 10. This band I used 10. I think I'm going to go for 12. Okay. Now you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and in each chain across. Now that's our last chain, and that's how long the ribbing will be. If you want it shorter, make it shorter, however long you want it. It's your hat. You're going to chain one and turn. And now we're going to work in the back loops only. And you're going to single crochet in the first chain. Single crochet and single crochet across, back loop only. And that's what makes your ridges. And the pattern does say this is a skill level easy. And if you do a couple rows and you think, well, I don't like the size of that ribbing, well, just pull it out and start all over. It's no biggie. All right, chain one, turn. You're going to single crochet in the back loop only, and that's how we're going to do every row. Until your hat measures about 19.5 inches when slightly stretched. And do not fasten off, it says. So I will go ahead and crochet this band to the size I want, and I will meet you back when I'm done. All right, I'm finished with my band. It's about 19.5 inches, a little bit over that stretched. My head is 21 inches. So now it says join last row and first row together. I've already chained one. I'm going to work in the back loop and then pick up the foundation chain. Pull that through. Single crochet. Back loop only, foundation chain, and then single crochet. I'm going to do that all the way across. Back loop, foundation chain, back loop, foundation chain, back loop, foundation chain, back loop, foundation chain. You're single crocheting. This is the last stitch. Okay. Now, that's what it looks like. Right there. This is what it looks like on the other side. So either side looks pretty good. Okay. I actually prefer this side. I'm going to turn it that way. Okay. Now, we're going to begin working in rounds. And the foundation round we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work along the side edge of the ribbing, this top part right here, all the way around. And we need to work 70 single crochets evenly around. Okay. And we're going to do it with the same color. Let me get this out of here, because this will be our foundation round. Now, let's see how many rows we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. This will be about 35. Is that right? So that's about 35 halfway. So let me put a clip here. That's 35. So let's see, half of 35 would be I don't know that you can have that. So 34 would be okay. Let's just see how many rows we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ridges. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That does not look halfway, but this does to me. Let's see, let's just measure halfway. How about that? It's about 9, so that would be 4.5, which is this row right here. Okay, and this will be our starting. Whoops, I don't have it right. Okay, there's our starting round. Let's move this over. Remeasure. You don't have to do all this, but see, that's 9.5. So be right around there. That's pretty close. So what we need to do, let me get some yarn here. Is work 35 stitches from here to there and 35 stitches from there to there. So it's about 17 stitches. In between. We'll just, you know, we can add an extra as we go. So we need about 17 stitches from here to here, and from here to here, from here to here, and here to here with an extra one. I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay. All right. So I want to put this on the inside and work that in. So chain 1, pull that tight. Okay, I'm not sure where I want to start, but we'll just do it right here. Chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet in that same spot. Now, single crochet, we're going to single crochet around. That's 3. We have to have 17. 4, if we only did 4 or 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that would be about 17. So we need to do about 2 in each across. And I went a little too far. I think I'll go back. So now I've got 1, 2, we'll go in here, 3, 4, let me start all over. We're supposed to change to the larger hook. Okay, let's do this again. So I've chained 1, I'm going to single crochet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's see if that's right. 17, but I need to be over here. I think I'm going to do, as I remember, this hat was a little bit tight on me. So I'm going to add an extra. We're going to be working in the moss stitch, I do believe, and that would be a multiple of 2. So if I add 1 on each quarter, that should be still a multiple of 2. So it's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That's going to give me 35. Maybe. We'll see. See how many we got. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And then this one, 35. Six, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. All right, there's my pencil. To end up with 72, I need 20 stitches. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which would be 70 stitches. Since I'm using the bigger yarn, that's probably going to be okay. Let me see, and I'll stay with 70. Try it on. So far, so good. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, that should give us 70 stitches. So I will stay with that. Let me count them again because this is very important to have an even number of stitches, a multiple of 2. Yep, I've got 70. Okay. All right, the next note says, place a marker. I'm going to slip stitch at the end. Slip stitch. Place a marker at end of round. Begin working in moss stitch pattern. Okay, so I am going to stop using this yarn and start using the Caron cake. Now, the pattern also says for a striping effect, and what striping effect they're talking about is this. And I'm not sure that you can get a nice striping effect with this yarn. I mean, maybe that one you could, but see, there's only this much before it changes colors, which is not very much. So what I think I'm going to do is the same thing I did with this hat. I can do that, just use one other skein that has a variety of variegated yarn, or I can use this and have a somewhat striping effect with this. Maybe I'll try that since I haven't tried that yet. Okay, so I will let this yarn, I won't cut it off. I'll start the Caron cake right here. And work the setup round with the Caron cake. So it is chain 1, single crochet in first single crochet, let's see, okay, I don't want to grab that yarn, I want that to stay at the bottom. Chain 1, skip next single crochet, I'm going to carry that yarn tail, so skip next single crochet and single crochet and next single crochet, so you got a little hole there, right there. And you're going to just repeat that all the way around. So it's chain 1, skip that one, single crochet, chain 1, skip the next single crochet, and then single crochet. You're going to do that all the way around. Chain 1, skip, single crochet, chain 1, skip, single crochet, and I'm leaving this Hobby Lobby yarn right there. Okay, chain 1, skip, single crochet, chain 1, skip that next single crochet and single crochet. You're going to do that all the way around. And you're using the bigger hook here. See, it already changed colors. You're just working into the top row of single crochets. Your single crochet, chain 1, skip, single crochet. All the way around. Some more yarn out here. Looks like I'm pulling from the outside. Alright, now we're back at the beginning. Alright, so I decided not to switch yarns. I did not like the look of it. So I'm going to just finish the hat with the Caron cake. So I'm back at the beginning. And what we want to do is join with the slip stitch. Let's see, chain 1, join with the slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain. Now we're going to do our crochet back in this space, single crochet into the space behind it. So we're going to single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet in this next space while picking up the tail. I'm just going to work in the round like that. I'm going to pick up the tail so you can't see it on the bottom. Until I'm done with the tail. Then you just work your way around just like before with a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the space. So I'm no longer following the pattern at this point. But you're supposed to work this pattern until it's 6.5 inches, but I think that's too long for my head, so I'm probably going to do 6. We'll see. We'll try it on, make sure, because after the 6.5 inches you will be decreasing. And their pattern has a pretty nice decrease. It doesn't leave a lot of extra on the top. See? There's not a bunch of gaps. So I'll show you that when we get there. See, already whoops, I didn't chain. The color changes are going on without using a different color. I did it again. All right, chain. There we go. Get back in the rhythm. Work our way around. And I'll meet you at the beginning of the round and show you that again. All right, we're back at the end, and we're at the last single crochet on this round. So what we want to do is go ahead and join to the beginning single crochet, and then go ahead and make, this is our space. This is going to be our space. So we're going to make our single crochet in the space behind the one we just joined. Single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet in the next space. So that's how we're going to go up each time. I'll do that again. Okay, single crochet. You don't chain or anything, you just slip stitch right back into the beginning of the single crochet, slip stitch. And now in that space right underneath, you're going to make your single crochet for your next round, and then chain 1, because you need a chain 1 here, and then that's it. And then you just keep chain 1, single crochet, chain 1 all the way around until you get back around, and you just do the same thing, and that's how you'll keep going up. Now I will crochet the 6.5 or 6 inches, whichever I decide to do, and I will come back on camera and show you what to do next. All right, I've got my hat to the point where it's time to shape it, and it is, looks like about 6 inches. I'm going to try it on my head again. All right, I think that'll be good. So we're at shape top, first round. You're going to I better start all over. Okay, there we go. chain 2, skip first single crochet, 1 single crochet in next chain 1 space, chain 1, skip next single crochet. We're going to do that 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to decrease. We're going to yarn over and draw up a loop in the next chain 1 space. There we go there. We yarned over and we drew up a loop. Yarn over and draw up a loop in the next chain 1 space. So you're going to go over 1 and yarn over, all right, now we have 5 loops on the hook, so we're going to yarn over and draw through all the loops on the hook, and they call that a single crochet 3 together. There we go. Now we're going to chain 1, skip next single crochet, and 1 single crochet in next space. We're going to do that 3 times. It's 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, and we're going to do the single crochet 3 together. So we're going to yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw up a loop, and then pull through all 5 loops. Here we go. And we're going to repeat this around, and then we're going to join. So chain 1, skip the next single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to decrease 3 single crochets together. Yarn over, whoops, I forgot to yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw up a loop. Now we draw through all 5 loops, and that's our decrease. Chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and then decrease. So we yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next space, pull up a loop, and now pull through all 5 loops. Just like that, and chain 1. And skip the next single crochet, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. One more time. We do 3 single crochets. Now we're going to chain 1 and yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 5 loops. Get some more yarn going here. Chain 1. Now we're going to skip that single crochet and single crochet in the space. Three times, and then chain 1 and do your decrease. Chain 1. Now we're going to single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, all right, we got one more single crochet. Now we're supposed to slip stitch to second chain of chain 2. So that's the second chain of chain 2. Slip stitch and chain 1, one single crochet in same space as slip stitch. There we go. Now chain 1, and we're going to just repeat the moss stitch all the way around because this will be a regular row. We're not going to decrease. So we're just going to chain 1 and single crochet in the space. When we get to the 3 single crochets together, you just treat them just like a regular crochet, single crochet. All right, it says we do this to last stitch. just like that. Now we're going to skip this one. We're going to chain 1, skip the last stitch, and slip stitch into the first single crochet. So that would be right here. Now, the third round of the decrease rounds, we chain 2, okay, that didn't work out. Here's what we'll do. We'll just join like we did before. We'll make the single crochet and we will join to the chain, the slip stitch rather, right there. And now we'll go back in this space, single crochet, and then start our moss stitch repeat, because that's what we're going to do all the way around for one more round. So you're just going to do the regular moss stitch all the way around. Let's get some more yarn. The next round will be a shaping round where we decrease, a decrease round. Okay, we're close to the end. We won't chain 1 there. We will slip stitch to the chain, or where we slip stitched before, and then this is round 5 on the pattern. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to skip the first single crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in the next chain space. And chain 1, skip the next single crochet, so it's 3 times the total. So we've got 3 single crochets in, and we chain 1. Now we're going to 3 single crochet together. So we yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop in the next space, and we've got 5 loops, so we yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now we chain 1, we skip the next single crochet and single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and now we do the decrease. Sorry there, I was trying to think of the word. Okay, here we go. Decrease, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop in the next space. You have 5 chains on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. There we go. Now chain 1, we're going to do 3 sets of chain 1 single crochet. Whoops. Just like that. Now we're going to decrease. So we yarn over, insert the hook in the next chain space, yarn over, insert the hook in the next chain space, and you have 5 loops. Pull through all 3, chain 1. Get some more yarn. Okay. Now we single crochet in the next chain space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain space. Now we are going to do the decrease. Chain 1, yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert hook into the next space, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops. There you go, chain 1. And now we work into the very next loop, single crochet, chain 1, next loop, single crochet, chain 1, next chain space, single crochet, chain 1. Now we're going to decrease again. So yarn over, insert hook in the chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert hook in the chain space, next one, pull up a loop, and you have 5 loops. You're going to pull through all 5 loops, chain 1, and then single crochet in next space, chain 1, single crochet in next space, chain 1, single crochet in next space. All right, now we're going to join into the slip stitch of the first stitch of the round, pull up a loop, and now we are on, round 6, which is the same as round 2. And then round 7 will be the same as round 3. So we're just going to do the repeats of the regular moss stitch. So what we want to do is yarn over and put your loop back into that space underneath where you just slip stitched to make your single crochet. Whoops, I did not need to do that. No more yarn overs. Okay, Cindy? Okay, let's go. Just insert your hook through this space right below where you joined. Pull up a loop, single crochet. There you go. Now we're starting in the moss stitch. So there's your single crochet, and then you skip that and go in between and do that all the way around. And just as before, you're going to treat the 3 single crochet together as 1 single crochet. And see, we'll just go skip the 3 together and then go into the next space with the single crochet. Okay, we don't chain 1 here at the last one. We slip stitch into the slip stitch of the prior round, and then we put a single crochet in that space right below that. This will be round 7. So we chain 1 and repeat the moss stitch all the way around. Okay, get some more yarn. Okay, we're back to the beginning, and we don't chain one here. We just slip stitch into the slip stitch. Pull up a loop. Okay, now we're on round 9. And we're going to single crochet in this space here. This way varies from the pattern. So now we're going to chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and now we're going to decrease. So you just do your normal decrease, 5 loops. Chain 1. Now you skip the next single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Now, more yarn. Okay, we did 3 single crochets. Now it's time to decrease. Decrease. One thing about this pattern, it does not tell you how many stitches you're supposed to have, which I don't understand that. See, I made this hat longer than this other hat that I made. Now I'm going to test it. Okay, so I'll finish this round. Oh, I forgot to, I did not decrease. Let's go back. Let's go backwards here. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, now we need another decrease. There we go. We're joining. Now it says the 10th round is as the second round. But I think my hat needs to be decreased again. I think that hole's too big. To sew up. It may not be, but I'm going to put in another decrease row. Okay, so in order to do that, I need to chain. Nope, let's see. There we go. Just going to single crochet back into that space under the, whoops, I did the loop, yarn over loop. There we go. Now I'm going to do one more decrease round. There's 3. Now we decrease. Now we go ahead and single crochet, chain 1, single crochet 3 times. There we go. Now decrease. Whoops, I did not yarn over. Pull through all the loops, chain 1. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, get some more yarn. Okay, chain 1, and we are going to decrease. So we're going to yarn over, pull through all the loops, chain 1. And then just the regular chain 1 single crochets, and then let's do a decrease. The yarn over, whoops, I went in the wrong spot. Yarn over, we got 5 loops. Now we'll join with the slip stitch to the beginning slip stitch. Pull that through. Now that looks better. Now let me try that on. Okay, all right, so I'm going to do one more round of the regular moss stitch, which is the single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, repeat, and then we'll finish off this hat. Okay, so now we go back right under where we went in, make our first single crochet. Whoops, I yarned over. There we go. Single crochet, chain 1. We're going to do that all the way around. Single crochet, chain 1. I'm not going to lie, this pattern was a little confusing on how the moss stitch works in the round. That's why I changed up the beginning area where you slip stitch into the slip stitch, and then make your single crochet under that. And now I'm just going to join, and we've got a small hole that we need to sew it up. So give yourself enough yarn, fasten off, and now we're going to take a yarn needle and sew through the stitches and close up the hole. And how they put it is, draw in tightly through remaining stitches and secure tightly. So you can do it several ways. You can just whip stitch it through, or you can just go like this around, which draws it closed. This kind of bunches it up a little more, doing it that way. Now we're back to the beginning. Pull that tight. Now what you want to do is sew that hole closed. Okay. I'm going to go on the inside. And I'm going to go over to the side a little bit. And I'm going to tie a knot. To secure it. There we go. Now I'm just going to weave this yarn in. And cut it off. Now, there is the hat, like that. That's the shape. That's the top. And as far as the pom-pom, it goes right here on top, but since mine was stuck, I'm not going to use this pom-pom. I am going to use one of these pom-poms. Now, I just don't know where my attachment went to. Be right back. Alright, so I'm going to use this to attach the pom-pom. And these pom-poms I got off of Amazon. They have this little stretchy piece right here. So what you'll want to do is go up through the center of your hat the best you can, and take your crochet hook, pull that through, and you just want to catch the elastic in the little indentions in that piece of wood, and there you've got a nice pom-pom. And I have this much yarn left over because I used a different yarn for the band, and if you remember, I did the band longer than what they said, and on this one I did the band 2 inches shorter than this one. So this is the Caron cake, and this is the Hobby Lobby yarn. The Hobby Lobby yarn was a size 5 as well. It seems to be a little thicker than the Caron size 5, but they both look nice. I think they do. And you could have done your band with this color. It would just be variegated just like this instead of a solid band. So however you want to do it, there you go. That's it. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe if you would. I sure would appreciate it. And you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Alright guys, I've got a bonus here at the end. This is another hat that I did with this pattern. And I made this just two chains taller than the pattern calls for. And I did it with 2 different colors, so I changed colors every other row on up. And when I did the shaping at the top, I did not, on the decrease, I did not chain before the decrease, which leaves a smaller gap. And then when I got to the very top, I put it on my head to measure it, and I found that doing 1, 2, 3 rows of decreases with 2 rows of regular in between. I think 1 at the very end, 1 row at the very end. So that made it this shape right here, and this is what your beanie looks like without a pom-pom. So I'm going to put this pom-pom on this hat. And if I forgot to say so, the pattern is for an adult, average adult size. If you need to increase the size, then you just increase your band. You just add more on your band to let's see, to where you can test it out on your head when it's stretched to see what it needs to be. So that makes it really easy. All right, so I'm just going to install this pom-pom. And there is a beautiful beanie. And then you've got the stripes going up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.